Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Automation Testing Online. Today's video we are going to discuss about XPath. There are two types of XPath, which is Absolute XPath and Relative XPath. Absolute XPath is the direct way to find an element. For example, if I wanted to find the XPath for this Google search, I'm right clicking and I'm copying the full XPath. This is Absolute XPath. Now I'll show you how to use Relative XPath to find an element. In Relative XPath, we can find the element anywhere on the web page. We can begin from middle of the HTML DOM structure. So there is no need for us to write a long XPath. First is I'm giving star. Star is used as a common tag name if we do not know the exact tag name. And then we can use dot slash or slash. Now the syntax for the Relative XPath is slash tag name square bracket @ attribute name is equal to, inside single quotes we have to give the value. So for example, for the Google search I'm inspecting, we can see that I have a class. So the syntax for this XPath is double slash, and what is the tag name? Tag name is input. So I'm giving input square brackets @ now the attribute name is class. Class is equal to, inside single quotes I have to give the value. So the value, here it is, I'm copying it and I'm pasting it here. So let's see whether we are able to find this XPath here. Just give Control F. So this tab will appear. Here we have to paste it. You see there are one of two, which means that we have found two elements. So this is the XPath for this Google search. Similarly, we can use here class ID name, any attribute name. For example, if I'm giving here name, and we have the name here as just I'm cancelling it. We have the name here. I'm copying it. So again, I'm giving Control F. You see, dot double slash. Either we can give it dot or without dot. Input tag is equal to, I'm sorry, square bracket, and I'm giving the attribute name, which is name is equal to, inside the single quotes I'm giving the value. So again it is showing one of two, so there are two elements with the same name. One, this is, and the second element is the one, is the exact XPath for Google search. Next we'll discuss about contains, starts with, and ends with. So the syntax for this XPath is double slash tag name square bracket. We have to give the contains keyword, and then inside this flower bracket we have to give @ attribute name, comma, inside single quotes we have to give the value. Now I'll show you how to use this tag name with the example. Control F, I'm just pasting it here. Suppose if I wanted to find the XPath for this Gmail link, you see it's inside a tag and the attribute is class. So I'm going to give here a tag contains, and the attribute name is class. The value is, I'm copying it and I'm pasting it here. I'm sorry, I have to give the at the rate. Yes. So it's showing one of two. It means that it has a same class, the same value. So this is the exact XPath. You see it is highlighting here. Now I'll show how to use starts with. Just giving here the same syntax. I'm just giving here starts with. Starts with means only the starting letter is enough to find the XPath. You see I have given only the two letters here and it shows one of four. And the first one is the exact XPath. Suppose I'm giving here ends with. Let's say I'm giving here. Okay, actually ends with does not work in XPath. Only starts with works here. Now we'll discuss how to find the XPath using a visible text. So I'm giving the same syntax for starts with and ends with, just for the understanding. For text, we have the syntax as tag name, and square brackets. Inside the square bracket, we have to give the text keyword is equal to inside the single quotes we have to give the visible text. Okay, let's do this in our example. So I'm taking the same example, this Gmail link. You see here the visible text is Gmail. So the tag name here is a tag. Visible text is Gmail. Yes, it's one of one. So there's only one visible tag, one visible text as Gmail. Here also we can use contains, starts with and ends with. So similarly we can give contains, also we can give here starts with and ends with as well. Since ends with does not work in XPath, I'm just showing an example with starts with. I'm just giving the first two letters. You see it's showing the same result. Next we'll discuss how to use and or to find the XPath. And or. So the syntax is tag name, and inside the square bracket we have to give the attribute name 1, then we have to give the and then attribute value 2 we have to give. For or we have the syntax as here I have to give or. So for or, any of the values can be true, either attribute name 1 or attribute name 2. Any of the values can be true, we can find the XPath. There is no need for both the values has to be true. Now let us apply this on our example. So suppose if I wanted to find the XPath for this Google search, we have a class and a name. So the first attribute name, first we have to give the tag name. Tag name is input tag at the rate attribute name 1 is class. Attribute name 2 is name. You see, we were able to find the XPath. It shows 1 of 2. So we have to give both class and name true values. Suppose I'm giving a different value here. Say I'm giving here submit. We will not be able to find the XPath. But if I'm changing and to or, we can get the XPath, because for or there is no need both the values to be true. Next we'll discuss how to use following XPath. So for the syntax for following XPath is tag name, attribute name, and after closing the bracket, / following, again we have to give the tag name. Let's apply this in our example. Let's say I wanted to find the XPath for this word, which is Tamil. So I'm giving Control F and I'm pasting it. While inspecting, you see all these words, text, are following the previous text. Now I wanted to get the XPath for this text, which is Tamil. So the tag name here is A. The tag name is A, and let's give the attribute as text. And the value here is, I'm just copying it and I'm pasting it here. Following, another tag is A. You see, it shows 19 results. So I want the XPath for this text. We can give the index value of this text. So what is the index value of this text? It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So inside the square bracket, I'm giving as 4. You see, we found the XPath for this text. Similarly, we can give as many as possible following text, and we can find the XPath. So friends, this is all for today. We have come to the end of the video. I hope you have got a clear idea of XPath. In my next video, we will meet up with a new topic. Thank you.